welcome back for Friday's Coca at Home workout. We're gonna kick off today the same way we kick off every day. 10 belly breaths standing up. I prefer to do them laying down, but it's totally up to you how you want to accomplish them. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You can see there my chest came up, chest went down. That's what we're looking to avoid. With a belly breath, we're going to look for when I breathe in, let me pull this tight. When I breathe in, I can feel that pop out. When I breathe out, I can't, right? We kind of crush back in. Can feel that belly come back in. We do that so that we can kind of try to reset our central nervous system. We live in a world of stress, and we want to start to give yourself the grace and space to take 30 minutes, maybe 45, just for you to focus on getting some movement in today. Once we've done that, we're going to grab one single dumbbell. If we've got a kettlebell, we can use that as well. We're going to go 20 hand-to-hand swings. Remember, with our hand-to-hand swing, we're going to look to hinge at the hip versus squatting at the knee. Hip goes back, chest comes forward. From there, I'm going to open up through the hip. I'll find a moment of weightlessness at the top for 20 hand-to-hand swings. Once I've done 20 hand-to-hand swings, I'm going to drop down into 5 plank to down dog. With our plank, wrist, elbow, shoulder are going to be nice and stacked. From here, I'm going to drive nose to toes, heels to the ground, back into that planked position. Once we've completed 5, we're going to go ahead 10 spiderman. So we'll stay in this planked position. I'm going to bring my foot outside of the hand. Again, looking to keep that full foot flat on the ground. We're going to go 5 each side or 10 in total, right? So it depends on how you want to count that. After we've completed 3 rounds of the warm-up, we're going to get right into the good stuff. Today's workout is going to start with an 800-meter run, which can sound very daunting. If we have a rower at home, go ahead and use that. If you've got a bike at home, go ahead and use that as well. If we just aren't sure how long 800 meters is, from wherever you start, go out for 90 seconds, take 90 seconds to get on back. Don't worry about the distance, make it a time domain instead of distance. We're only going to do 1 run, that's the good news. From there, we're going to go into a goblet squat. In this case, I've got a dumbbell here. If we've got a kettlebell, that works perfect as well. Anytime we do a squatting movement, guys, we're going to look to get our heels outside of our hips. If 12 o'clock is straightforward, I'm going to take 1 foot to 1, and I'm going to take 1 foot to 11. That's going to be my stance. From here, I'm going to hold that weight on my chest. I'm going to think about keeping my chest nice and tall. I'm going to sit down until my hip creases the knee. If I struggle, as you can see, my chest is coming forward. The farther I hold that weight out, the easier it will be for me to keep my chest nice and tall. Now, if it's a matter of being a mobility issue, in this case today I happen to have some swelling in my knee, I could use the same chair that I'm going to use for my box dips, which we're about to go over, for my squat. So my feet are still going to stay outside of my hips, slightly pointed out. I'm going to head down until I feel that chair, and I'll come back up. We can work on getting you lower over time. 14 squats. From there, I'm going to go into 14 box dips. If we don't have a box, not a problem. Grab a bench, grab a coffee table. In this case, I just got a folding chair. We're going to come in, hands on the edge of the folding chair, feet out front. We're going to start with them flat. We're going to drive down or drop down until that shoulder and elbow are at that same level, then drive back up. If I want to make it more challenging, I can put my feet out straight. That will put more weight into my arms. We're going to do 14 dips. So 14 squats, 14 chair dips, 5 rounds. After we do that 800-meter run, that's going to be our workout today. If we happen to have a lacrosse ball handy, go ahead and grab it. If all we have is a foam roller, that'll work too, right? Remember guys, we gotta work with what we've got. We're gonna do a 1-minute scap smash. So when we think about our scap, it's this rounded bone here in our backs. We're gonna look to take that lacrosse ball into our scap and then relax over. So we're gonna go up and down that curve, 1 minute on each side. If you really wanna open that up, if I take the arm that the ball is under and I cross that across my chest, that'll help pull the scap away from the rib cage, allow a little more distance in. We're gonna do 1 minute on each side. We're then gonna stay on the ground and we're gonna start to work our glute. I particularly like to work my high glute. A lot of people may find that some of their gnarliness is right in that kind of meat of the glute. We're gonna take the same foot that the ball is under and we're gonna cross that over. So get a little extra long stretch through that muscle fiber. If you find that that's too aggressive, go ahead and relax that leg down. 1 minute on each side.